Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Disabled Reality. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a very interesting and very important topic for today's show, in which it is New York City fire marshals need to go back to doing annual fire safety hazard building inspections for all apartment buildings throughout all of NYC. So let's get right into this. I know about a day or so ago, New York City Mayor Eric Adams went on the news basically with all reporters and stuff, and he stipulated that for New York City, okay, New York City economy is fully back to pre-pandemic levels, and everything is running normally and whatever. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, um, New York City fire marshals then now need to go back to doing what they were at pre-pandemic levels, back to doing annual fire safety hazard building inspections uh, for all apartment buildings throughout all of NYC. Okay? Because think about it this way. Because right now, it's on the FDNY website. It says there directly right on their website that that starting in 2021, that they were no longer doing annual fire safety hazard building inspections, and that for anybody that wanted an inspection done, they have to call 311 and request for the fire marshal to come in and to do a fire safety hazard building inspection. Okay, so since New York City Mayor Eric Adams stipulated that everything's back to fully functioning and you know and whatever, but if that's the case, then we need to bring back uh, annual fire safety hazard building inspections to be done by the fire marshal. Because this is, that's not something to play around with, because you talk about safety, the lives and safety of people, especially little children, especially little children, you know, and of course, elderly people and people with disabilities. It's really important to have proper annual fire safety hazard building inspections to be done again by the FDNY fire marshal. You know, because heaven forbid if these fire safety hazard building inspections don't happen annually. If they don't happen annually, then God forbid if there's a fire in a building, and little children or elderly people or people with disabilities can get hurt, or worse, they even killed. And then if that happens, then people are going to say like, "Oh my God, why wasn't there a fire inspection being done? That should have been, you know, people should have known about it from the fire marshal. They should have done it. Fire safety has a building inspection, you know." So these are important things to happen. You don't want some innocent people getting hurt or killed because there was no fire safety hazard building inspection being done. Seriously. So, you know, um, that's why, with being the advocate that I am, I contacted New York City Mayor Eric Adams' office about this, and I didn't hear anything back from him or his office. I try to get him on social media. There's no response. So, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I contacted the local councilman's office, and I said, it's really important to bring back annual fire safety hazard building inspections for all apartment buildings throughout all of New York City. You know, so I got an immediate response back from the councilman's office, and so we're working on this project to bring back, to have it made law again, so that the New York City Fire Department do annual fire safety hazard building inspections for all apartment buildings throughout all of NYC. So, seriously, because think about it this way as well. Okay, if these people call 311 to request uh, a building inspection for fire safety hazard, so let's say, the marshal only, gets like, few whatever calls or whatever. What are these fire marshals then doing with the rest of their time and being paid for it? What are they sitting around doing nothing for the rest of the time and getting paid for it? Seriously. Or what if nobody calls them to do a fire safety hazard building inspection? So then what are these fire marshals actually doing then? Sitting around doing nothing and getting paid for it? I have much respect for the men and women of the fire department, police department, EMTs, EMSs, all that. And they have a very rough job. They put their lives on the line every day you know, to help save people's lives. Seriously, I have much respect for them. But it just baffles me. Like, what are these fire marshals doing if they don't get any calls or requests to do fire safety hazard building inspections? What are they doing all day then? You know? So, but anyways, um, I'm working on this project uh, with my local councilman's office and hopefully possibly still also with the New York City mayor's office. So I'll keep people posted on this. And anyways, I wanted to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. And you guys could check out all the items on there. And I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. And you guys could check out all the pages on there. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.